Hello, everybody. Thank you very much. I always appreciate you. I'm Orlando Ruiz Jr. Welcome to another classic movie review. I am talking about a very much beloved, low budget, independent B movie cult classic. Came out in 1974. The original, Gone in 60 Seconds. This was written, produced, directed, and even features stunt driver turned filmmaker H.B. Halicki, who also made films like The Junkman and Deadline Auto Theft. Due to his reputation as a stunt driver, H.B. Halicki was given the nickname of the Car Crash King. If you watch this movie, you'll understand why that is. Throughout the runtime of this movie, 93 cars are smashed. A lot of cars are destroyed throughout the runtime of this film. And the plot of this movie is pretty simple, and it's very similar to the remake that came out in 2000 that stars Nicolas Cage that was given the Jerry Bruckheimer treatment. The real star of the movie is the 1971 Ford Yellow Mustang that the car thieves have come to know as Eleanor. And you know this for a fact when you watch the movie because at the very beginning you'll notice that they give this car top billing above the actors themselves, which it's kind of unique and I think pretty cool. They had two of these cars for the production, modified with a 73 grille to make it look a little bit newer since the movie came out in 74. They had one car to get all banged up and another car just to show to cruise around when it's looking like, it didn't get banged up. In the movie, H.B. Halicki himself plays the role of Maindrine Pace, a guy that works as a car insurance investigator by day, but by night moonlights as a professional car thief. He works with his brother, played by his real-life brother, Ronald Halicki, in the role of Corliss. They have this small crew of professional car thieves. They have all the right tools to open the cars, to start the cars. They treat the whole thing like an actual business, even down to having a receptionist, Pumpkin, who is engaged to one of the brothers. And they got to deliver these 48 cars to the South American drug lord, 200,000 up front, 200,000 upon delivery. H.B. Halicki's character, Maindrine Pace, has this one rule though. He won't steal any cars that are uninsured. At one point, they steal a car that is uninsured. They find out, and he returns it and goes to steal another one of the same kind. Now, those of you that are out there that have seen this movie, I am curious to know your thoughts on it. Please feel free to leave those in the comments section because for me, personally, even though I have fun with this movie, I don't think it's a very good movie. I think it's fun as hell, but even bad movies can be fun. And I'm a big believer in that. I know some people think that, well, a bad movie is a bad movie. Why would you watch it? But I watch them because some of them are pretty damn entertaining. Hence this one right here. Now, if you're someone that completely loves this movie, believe me, I get it and I understand why. After all, this movie does have a 40-minute long car chase that does not stop until the movie is over. Unlike the 2000 Jerry Bruckheimer production, there's still some story after that big jump that Eleanor makes in that scene where it makes an impossible freaking jump, which you can tell they had some CGI help. But with this one, of course, it's 1974, so no CGI, real cars crashing and real cars jumping and flying. That big final jump in this movie is more impressive because it's actually for real. And so, yeah, if I was going to pick one version to watch and just one only, I'm going to go with this one for sure. When it comes to low budget movies or independent movies or B movies, sometimes that amateur filmmaking quality can kind of add to the charm of it, but sometimes it can kind of take you out of it too. And that's certainly the case in the big car chase scene when you can see crowds have gathered around to watch the filmmaking. It wouldn't be all that bad if it was only for a few seconds, like in a brief shot, and then they just keep going and you just forget about it. But no, you see this crowd just watching, and you see it over and over and over again throughout the chase, and so it's just obvious. It's way too obvious. Though I gotta admit, the big car chase with Eleanor that doesn't stop until the movie is over, for the most part, it is fun and wild and entertaining as hell. It starts in Long Beach. They go through Carson. They go through San Pedro. There's a jump at the Vincent Thomas Bridge. In the remake, there's also one. That's the final one in the remake. They go through Gardena. They go through the old Ascot Speedway that closed down, I believe, in 1990. But the big final jump in the finale takes place in Redondo, where I believe it was 190th Street. And when it comes to the car and the big jump, I believe it was 30 feet high and the distance was 128 feet. When Eleanor makes the jump, they show you a couple of different angles of it in slow motion, but the slow motion is so long. They don't cut for a long time, and so it takes forever to finally land on the ground. And when it finally does, after what feels like forever, you can clearly see that this sucker just crashes down and it even kind of turns a bit, and you can tell it was not going to keep going forward. It kind of just spun, but then it kind of cuts to Eleanor going straight forward as if nothing bad happened to it, like it just hit the ground and kept going. And so you do see a flaw there in that final jump, but you got to commend our stuntman HB Halicki because the guy compacted 10 vertebrae on that jump. There are a lot of moments during the chase where actual crashes happen that weren't planned and they just left them in the film. So I completely give credit where credit is due because HB Halicki was an amazing stunt driver, and this movie is surely proof of that. And the guy was trying to make a sequel in 1989 but passed away during the filming due to a horrible accident. And even though HB Halicki never really broke into mainstream Hollywood, he still left a lasting impact on the world of cinema with this movie right here that was very influential to a lot of filmmakers that would come after him. And so, yeah, I do recommend that you check this out just for the car chase stuff because let's admit it, that's what we come to see these movies for, is the slam, bang, car chase action, all the crashing and the jumps and all the crazy stunts. So if you're a car enthusiast and you don't really care that much about some choppy editing every now and then, or some bad acting every now and then, or some lack of characterization, things like that, but you do appreciate a good car crash and a cool jump every now and then and some cool stunts, then I do recommend you check out Gone in 60 Seconds from 1974. Yeah, it's technically a bad movie filmmaking wise, but it's a lot of fun and very entertaining. I do give it 1.5 stars. Even with the 1.5 star rating, which is mostly because of the quality, the very amateur quality of the filmmaking, I'm still recommending this movie. Why? Because it is fun, and I like So Bad They're Good kinds of movies and So Bad They're Fun kinds of movies. I know some people, that's not their cup of tea, but it is for me, and I know some people out there are like that as well. For those of you that are going to want to check this out, I'm sure you can find this on streaming, but you guys know me, I'm a hard copy guy, and so yeah, this is my copy of the DVD. As you can see there, I don't think it's the original poster, but still a pretty cool case. It's the 25th anniversary DVD. I think eventually I will pick up the Blu-ray just to get a better quality of picture, but for now, this DVD will suffice. Gone in 60 Seconds from 1974, still better than the remake. Thank you all very much for watching this classic movie review. I always appreciate it. If you're into the classics, if you're into movies, if you're into this kind of thing, and if you're new to the channel, subscribe. Hit the bell for notifications on more reviews from me coming out very soon. If you're a returning viewer, thank you very much for all your support and your views. I very much appreciate it. Please don't forget to comment, share, like. It always helps out the channel. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Everybody take care of each other. Till next time, peace out. God bless.